What's up, eggheads? As many of you know, the COD Next event was yesterday, and the event, it was, it was something. That shit was not good. Before the event even started, a lot of YouTubers weren't even going to it because of two main reasons. First one, there's people like Milo and other creators that didn't want to attend another Activision event because of how they're treated, how the events are formulated. It's like kind of all over the place. And also they went to Battlefield 6's, they went to the Battlefield 6 reveal and they saw how well the event went. And it kind of set the tempo that a lot of streamers didn't want to go to the event anymore, and I can see why. And the second reason is that the beta is on Thursday and COD Next was on Tuesday, right? So that means you have basically a day to get back home, unjet lag yourself, and have enough energy to stream the beta basically the entire day. And it's not good. By the way, I will be live on Thursday, probably by the time you're watching this video right now. But if for some reason you are watching it before I even am live, I'm going live right when the servers come up, which is 1 p.m. EST, I'm pretty sure. I will be live then. I have one singular beta code to give away. Thank you, Milo.
Rerolled. Eguado! Okay, Eguado immediately said beta. Type a real message so I know you're not a bot.
Did bro really just call me a bot?
Let me just make sure that this is a human. I'm pretty sure, because it's Eguado. Milo is a beta. That's actually crazy, bro. How are you gonna do me like that? Alright, Eguado. Sigma response. Fair enough.
By the way, quick shout out. Favorite COD zombie streamer. Thank you for the free gamer subs, by the way. Alright. Sorry for the glazed chat. So, already before the event even started, there's a lot of creators not even going, like Tim the Tatman, Mr. Waffle Waffles, and others. But now, the shitstorm begins. The event started normally. It just went straight to multiplayer, like it usually does. People were just quickscoping a lot, trying out new guns, your regular multiplayer feel, you know? And it looks okay. Kind of just looks like Black Ops 6 with futuristic weapons.
Watch this. What the fuck? What the fuck is that?
Multiplayer was fine, and Noah got jebaited by his chat and almost got absolutely yelled at.
People are playing now? Alright. It is officially time, chat. It's officially time. Noah, don't fall for it. It's not time. Oh, it's not? Okay, my chat is literally lying to me. This is your fault, chat.
I'm going to hunt every single one of you down. I hate you guys so much.
Yeah, I'm releasing worldwide hunter-killer drones to all of your houses right now.
So after multiplayer, the real fun started. We were shown the ashy balls, or ashes of the damned, the very hairy ashy balls. We were showed gameplay of the map, how it looks. We saw Tessie, but this video isn't about my thoughts. If you guys want to see a video about my thoughts on the map, I have a lot of interesting ideas when it comes to lore, when it comes to maybe even speedrunning strats, like Tessie, for example. You could use a TP. Really cool. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see that, and I might even do that if you leave a like on the video. If we get to 10 likes, I'll make that video happen. Yeah, hopefully before the zombie part of the beta actually comes out. And I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, zombies might not even be out first day of the beta. And it might be very limited compared to the rest of the beta. So, after a few minutes of gameplay, people have unlocked Pack Punch, turned on power, your usual Call of Duty zombie stuff. But then, after, I want to say, 20 to 30 minutes, it started to get real bad. I'm not talking about the gameplay. The gameplay was completely fine. I actually think the map is really cool, and the gameplay is just Black Ops 6, so nothing special there. But what ended up happening was the zombie section on the mainstream kind of concluded. People were instantly heading to Warzone to play the new Resurgence mode, and that's where the issues started to come. If you've seen like any zombies YouTuber, maybe even multiplayer YouTuber, you saw that they were like almost instantly kicked off during their live stream when they wanted to play more of multiplayer, more of zombies. There's a clip of Codename Pizza getting told to play Warzone, and then he got on Warzone, looked around, saw other people were in zombies, instantly left the lobby. Like literally not even, like the lobby hasn't even loaded in. He instantly left, went straight back to zombies. Absolute Giga Chad, by the way. No one told him to go back, so YouTubers getting kicked off isn't primarily the issue. entirely. It's an issue if specifically one person gets booted off 4 to 5 separate times. So basically, if you don't know, John, Mr. Dalek JD, a really famous zombies YouTuber, kid you not, was stopped and asked to switch to Warzone 4 to 5 separate fucking times. And I'm not even joking. Like, bro died, started a new run. Not even 5 minutes into this new run, he was told to switch to the Resurgence Liberty Balls map, right? And that's fine. But what they said to him was, "Or you could just play one game of Resurgence. Yeah, don't worry. You could just play one game of Resurgence, then you could go back and play the new Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Zombies. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't look out, they massacred my boy." Like, so yeah, so what ended up happening was they said that he could hop back onto zombies after one game of Resurgence. That didn't happen. That was not the case. He played that one game and then he tried switching back. Someone then told him, "Oh, you had to hop back on Resurgence." So then he did it again. But the third time around, he stood his ground. He was like, "I didn't even get to play my 30 minutes of zombies yet. Let me play my 30 minutes. And they're like, "Okay." But kid you not, like, not even like 5 to 10 minutes later. Oh, play the clip. Just play the fucking clip. Oh my god.
Come join us in Verdansk. We miss you. We need you.
I have not finished a full game of zombies. I will play Verdansk once I've played my 30 minutes of zombies.
We need you, and we miss you. We need you in Verdansk.
Mr. Dalek JD.
Come back.
Verdansk.
We miss you.
We miss you. Like, bro, like one person not playing isn't gonna stop a whole lobby from filling in Verdansk. Like, that's crazy. And there's a bunch of YouTubers there, a bunch of content creators. Like, there's no way they had a lack of people to fill up that lobby. I don't know why he was specifically targeted. And when the man did get to play the games, the games didn't even fucking work. Like in Black Ops Arcade, he was just chilling, and then we got motherfucking fog rolling in, and it's fucking, he can't see. Like, the game just completely bugged. One funny thing I like to add is the cameraman recorded his screen while the glitch was happening. I think it's just fucking hilarious. Bro was not having a good time at all. I swear to you, it like it happens to John like every year during like around this time before the new COD comes out, and then we're like getting reveals or people are actually getting to play the game. There's always an issue with John. This stuff was cooked from the get-go. I like back in Cold War, they got this projector where they played these images, and these images were kind of encrypted, so then they had to solve it, and they were hinted towards some new Call of Duty game, which was Cold War, right? Yeah, John, instead of getting the actual images, you just got a bunch of pictures of random families.
What John got.
Let's pause.
They have to. These have to be wrong.
These are wrong. These are for sure wrong.
Have to be
And he was like, "Is this zombies related?" And then we actually got a calling card from that called the Nuclear Family, but it was hilarious. Second time around, it's always Treyarch that like when these things happen to John. I don't know why that is, but it's always Treyarch's reveal events where John kind of seems targeted. But in Black Ops 6, John also got kicked off, but it wasn't just John, it was a bunch of other YouTubers. But then we had I forget who it was, but one like a multiplayer YouTuber where it was able to get to like round 30 to 50.
Oh, sorry. Oh, is this it? No, I can't do it. Oh, level 50. I'm out. Hey, I got level 50. The first ever. And I'm black.
And all the actual zombies creators were like forced on to play Warzone, and they didn't want to, obviously. Now this year, especially towards John, he wasn't even able to complete the actual exfil limit, which there's actually a limit where the game forces exfil at around, I think it was around 23 or 30 minutes into the game. Exfil was forced 30 minutes into the game, and John didn't even complete an exfil because he couldn't even play 30 minutes before someone telling him to hop. You gotta hop back onto Verdansk and you gotta shake it with Nicki Minaj. Like it's bullshit. That's what it is. What doesn't make any sense too is there were zombies YouTubers that did get kicked off, like Codename Pizza, and No J, and they were playing zombies a lot longer than John was, and then they got kicked off. But then they hopped right back on, and no one said a word. They didn't even bat an eye. But then when it came to John, he hopped off Warzone, went straight back to zombies, and then he got called to come back. It was BS. That's what it was. Like, I swear to you, there's just someone at like Treyarch that just like targets John every single time. You're like,
yo, bro, it's the new Call of Duty Zombies review. Let's fuck over John.
like, I swear to you, like, it has to be like something like that. I don't know if they're just like a Doctor Who hater or some shit. I love you, Matt Smith. For all my Doctor Who fans, love ya. But I don't know, bro, just gets picked on, and it's like outrageous. But like, again, there's a bunch of factors that might go into it. Like, the setup at the event may lead to people not filling the lobbies in Warzone, and so they told a bunch of people that were still on zombies to hop onto Warzone just to try to get those lobbies filled out. Or maybe there's like staff that didn't get word of everyone needs to hop onto Warzone, and specifically it was around John's sector where staff there were on top of it and making sure that everyone was on Warzone while others were kind of laid back, like Noah's or the staff around Noah and whatnot. Like, literally during multiplayer or the multiplayer reveal, there was just this random guy. He was a Spanish streamer that literally just went into zombies, and no one stopped him until he was like on round like 15.
This is the new Duke Dennis right here, chat. This is the new Duke Dennis. Live in the flesh. Every zombie streamer getting kicked off on round 1. Duke Dennis over here is allowed to just keep on going, bro.
Like, they weren't even paying attention to his screen. But then when it came to John, I guess he was like maybe more in the corner where like a bunch of employees were. And then they just like, they're able to look at his screen more, and then they saw that he was on zombies, so they went to pick on him rather than fuck off, I guess. I don't know. It is a true shame. It really does suck. When he was told for the final time to get off zombies, he got off because, again, he was getting annoyed, and he doesn't want to get blacklisted, which is a thing I'm about to get to in a second. He ran a poll in his chat that literally, he was like, should I continue to play Warzone like they told me to, or should I just end the stream? And you know what his chat said?
How many of you want to actually see me play Verdansk? Put a 1 if you want to see it. If you don't want to see it, put a 2. Because if most of you don't want to see it, then I'll probably just end stream. And 2? Okay. All right. In that case, chat, we're going to wrap it up. That's COD Next 2025 over and out.
And that's crazy to me. You're forced onto Warzone, and your chat doesn't even want to see that. So why play Warzone? Like, that makes zero sense. It's so outrageous, dog. But here are some fixes that I'll give out to Treyarch or Activision if they're listening to a 400 subscriber YouTuber. Now 398 subscriber YouTuber. Why are people unsubscribing? Maybe because I haven't posted, but yeah, you know, your boy is busy. He's a uni student. So some fixes might be just let the zombies creators play zombies. Like, there's a lot of people that like Warzone. There's a lot of people that like multiplayer. There's a lot of people that like zombies. And just let those creators play the mode that they want to play. Like, if Noah, for example, streamed multiplayer, streamed Warzone, but wasn't allowed to stream zombies, that wouldn't make any sense, right? The majority of his fan base are zombies people or zombies fans. They buy the game mainly to play zombies. And then if you're gonna force them to watch multiplayer in Warzone, which they've probably played in the past, they've seen a bunch of gameplay for, but they're just not interested. If you just force them to watch something, they're just gonna click off the video. Like, your retention is just gonna spike down. Why do you want less people to watch your event? Why would you want less people to watch your event? So then less people buy the game because you're forcing them content that they don't want. AKA the motherfucking bundle of a unicorn shooting rainbows out of his fucking ass. Like, and there were some other problems, mainly about zombies mode that I didn't really like. That's a whole video on its own. I will say things that I really did not like were the HUD. Like, the damage numbers when you shot a zombie and there's a huge horde, you couldn't even see it. Like, you couldn't even see the horde. You would just see the numbers. Like, what the fuck do the numbers mean, Mason? What do they mean? And then, like, there were some aspects where it's like the bear kind of seems like an annoyance more than anything. When I rewatched some of the clips, The bear kind of does look really cool, and does act a little bit scary. But again, it wasn't a huge thing. Like, it doesn't feel like it's a panzer. You know shit's about to go down when a panzer spawns in, and you don't even have a staff or a pack-a-punch weapon, and you gotta fight them with a fucking MP40 and your Mauser. You know shit's about to go down. But yeah, no, it doesn't feel like that. And it just feels like the bear is really tanky, and even the hives are really tanky. It just, ugh. And then another part is the exfil. Noah literally fucking got demolished by the timer. Benefit of the doubt, the beginning of his exfil, he didn't have points to buy ammo, so he just kept knifing zombies and throwing nades till he has enough points to actually buy some. But there's like a minute 30 left, which I feel like would be enough time to kill the HVT. By the way, how exfil works now is there's a HVT that you have to kill instead of the entire horde of zombies to actually get the portal running. But there's this huge dome that you can't exit. And if you do exit, you get like a return to combat zone or return to field. And I'm just like, why? That doesn't feel zombies like at all. Bad part about it is that it's not even that you can't exit the circle. It's the zombies can exit, but also can the fucking HVT, which makes zero sense. If you're outside the zone for a second and the bear decides, hey, I'm just gonna charge you, and you move out of its way, the bear just runs out the zone. And then you can't even shoot it because looking out there is really hard. And like, because the bubble is not even like that transparent. So good luck trying to shoot it. Instead of running back into the zone like any normal AI would, it teleports back to the middle. And then you might be thinking, oh, that's not a bad thing, except that you have a fucking timer. And if that timer reaches 0, you just die. And guess what? The teleportation takes like 12 fucking seconds. That makes 0 sense. Why is that? Why? But that's just mainly my biggest pet peeves of the map. There are a lot of other positive things. Again, if you want to see that, let me know. But ultimately, another fix would be if one streamer gets forced off of zombies, everyone else should be forced off of zombies. It makes 0 sense to have one person on and then the other one is forced to play Warzone for the rest of the event. Because if they're both zombies creators, one is at an advantage, could get way more content, has so much more playtime in the map, and then the other one, his view numbers are dying down because no one wants to see Warzone, number one. Number two, let the man do his job. Like, he's a zombies YouTuber. Like, let him explore different elements of the game, have a justified opinion. Like, literally, like, the memes from this are fucking hilarious. It doesn't make any sense for someone to stay on zombies while the other person has to be forced onto another game mode. I keep relating this to the Battlefield 6 event, but Battlefield 6 did really good. They did a really good job of their event, and they revealed it by basically hosting a bunch of several maps, kind of like how Treyarch did with their multiplayer maps, where it was one map with one game mode, and then if you queue up for a match, you would queue up for that map in that game mode, and then you get placed. After some time, it switches to the next map, to the next game mode, and then everyone else is on that one and can't go back to the old one. They're forced onto it, which I feel like is an amazing way of doing that, because that means that everyone is forced on to the same map, and they're gonna have not the same experience, but they're going to have a similar feel about the event, which I think overall is a good thing, because like we had like Noah that played zombies the entire fucking time, and then we had John that was forced off. Noah's going to say the event was pretty chill. John is going to be like, this event was the worst event he's ever been to. If they force everyone to get off zombies and then hop to Warzone, I think that would be a really nice fix. But don't make it only 30 minutes. Make it like an hour or something. Let people play the game mode. I swear to you, they just don't want us to play zombies. I don't know what it is. It's not every year. Like, this is a new thing where zombies is just spoon-fed to us, sure, but like it feels like it's kind of forced now. Like, before it was spoon-fed because they didn't really want to reveal any spoilers or any huge mechanics into the game. They want a surprise factor, a surprise element into the game. But nowadays, like, I feel like it's not like that. They said that the Black Ops Zombie beta, which, by the way, first time we're having zombies in the beta, which is crazy news. It's exciting news, because that means that they're really confident in zombies, I feel like, or with the survival maps. So, W Treyarch for that. But why feed it to us the second day of the beta.
Subscribe to selected Game
Okay, let's
Pass
see what he says
plans
about
and
zombies.
get early access to the Black Ops 7 beta starting on October 2nd. Don't forget to jump in into the beta on day 2 of early access. That's when you will experience a taste of zombies.
Don't you feel like that's kind of strange? You're forcing us onto multiplayer first, then letting us play zombies. So the beta starts October 2nd. By the way, I'm probably live right now, so please check out my live stream after this video. Thank you. And the second day is zombies. That really sucks, because that really sucks for me and the schedule I made around this beta. I wanted to stream zombies. I was going to try to round 100, at least all the maps in the beta. I think maybe there's only one, so then maybe even round 250. But I wanted to just play zombies and have fun with friends. But I might not even be able to do that, because I prepared for the beta release, and we got news that zombies was coming to the beta. And I'm a uni kid, okay? I do not have class on Thursday, and I pushed back any meetings I had with other clubs or any events so I could play the beta. Last second, on the COD Next stream, they said we're not able to play zombies in the beta until the second fucking day. So yeah, you heard that right. Second day. But that's not all. Because they said the second day. But then if you look at this screenshot, I was watching Milo during this. Yeah, it says that the zombies map won't be available until the 4th. And it will end the 6th. Which, by the way, the beta starts the 2nd and runs to the 8th. Why do we get like 6 days of multiplayer and only like 2 days of zombies? There might be some wacky like server factor that goes into that, or they might be limit testing. Just let us play the game. I don't understand. And then now that leads to one of my final conclusions. I feel like content creators are kind of scared to give their opinions about the game if it's negative. I'm not saying that all of them are. Like, I feel like Milo, Noah J, even Pizza would chew the fucking game up if they could, but I don't think that might be the case for some streamers. I feel like some streamers actually don't like the game, but they're keeping it to themselves because they're scared that they're not going to get invited to future COD events, which means that they might get less viewership over time because they won't be there day one of any reveal event, which could affect their viewership, could affect money, could affect financing, it could affect a bunch of things. And so they want to keep quiet and say, oh, it's a really good game, but you have like Treyarch looming over like, hey boy, if you talk smack about our game, you're not invited. Loser. And then that's just going to affect viewership. That's going to affect upload potential, things like that. And you don't want that happening. I think it's all really BS with what they did. A lot of the systems in Zombies feels off. Treyarch feels off. Activision has always felt off. But this event kind of made me see their dark side, if that makes sense. And continuing on with the Gobblegum situation, back in Black Ops 6, they would have to purchase the Gobblegums, or they would have to purchase $12 worth of Gobblegums for a Perkaholic every time, just to compete with the main world record. But now, you could crush up Gobblegum for Essence. Depending on what rarity it is, you would get more Essence, which is amazing for a speedrun. It's amazing for round 1 runs also. But like, mainly for speedruns, you get to open the map very fucking quickly, depending on the Gobblegum you crush up. So meaning that you have to spend more money to get more Essence to open up the map, and also waste the Perkaholic, and also do this and that. They're running speedrunners dry. Like, I don't know if it's just the zombie fan in me where like I hate change or something, but this change design of crushing up Gobblegums for Essence is cool, but there's a lot of more negative effects to it, because like it feels like it would throw away a lot of gameplay components that they're really trying to work up, like the point system. If you, in classic mode for example, there's cursed mode, which is a whole problem in itself, but I won't get into that until I make the other video. Cursed mode, there's a curse that brings back the old classic zombie system. So if you're just able to crush up gobblegums, kind of like a bank in Transit or in all the Victus maps, won't that take away from gameplay mechanics that you built up over the years? Because now that just interrupts the flow of the map, if you think about it. Again, it's amazing for speedrunners. It's amazing for the average Joe. I don't know. I feel like it's a kind of iffy thing. Like, I'm for it, but like, why? Like, you know? But it's terrible for speedrunners because they would have to spend more money. And I think that's an issue. Like if they had their old gobblegum system where it's just they didn't like if you didn't or if you weren't able to crush up gobblegum and you had to pay $12 for a perkaholic every single time, which I still think is outrageous, I would be fine with it because again, at the end of the day, they're a company, they want to make money, and they need to make money. So I understand why they're doing it, but I hate the reason why they implemented this one. It was weird. No, quite literally, the bins on the map. You give your weapons, throw away your weapon basically in return for salvage. So that messes up the gaming dynamic. If you have like a high rarity gun, so you spawn in, you pop a gobblegum that gives you the highest rarity in the game. You go to the bin, you throw it out for salvage. So what you've just done is you've swapped your weapon and your gobblegum out for salvage that will improve speedruns later, which is a huge fucking deal. Like, I swear to you, this entire flow kind of just messes up the mechanic. I don't know if I'm looking way too deep into this, but something doesn't feel right here. That's everything. The event was pretty mid overall. There were some funny parts. Noah falling off a cliff, Codename Pizza falling off a cliff, and John not being able to fall off a cliff because he didn't even get to play the game. But overall, yeah, the event was pretty mid. Time for conclusions. So, to do my YouTube obligation, you know, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. It really helps out. It shows me if you guys want more of this content. And also, if you guys want me to make my opinion video about the map. And let me know if I missed anything. I'll pin your comment. I'm just trying to give my opinion about the situation, some of the news about the situation. And if I miss anything, let me know. And let me know if I'm just being petty. I don't know, because, you know, COD Zombies fans just hate change. Any change they make. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace out, eggheads.